Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Burrow. It's caught. Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. It's Hill, complete. For the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Only needing 2 yards on second down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Tua completes it to the tight end Smythe. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 4 yards remain for second down. Tua sets up to pass it. Gets this one to Hill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 25. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Jalen Waddle deep to return it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're 1-2 plays, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second down and 7.
Tua going to throw.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
First down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This one from 48 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he finds Tyler Kroft. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, and the grab by Croft. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, so far this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing. And he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side
to about the 26 here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave it with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. This pass complete to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Mixing up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back now in Cincinnati. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Burrow on 3rd down. Smith catches left side. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
I remember when I got into coaching and I was asking wide receivers coaches what they like about guys in certain situations. One of them said something that stuck with me. I like guys that present themselves to the quarterback. And on that play, short little route, had to be out fast. He did exactly that and caught it for a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork, we saw a good job defensively to recover. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
2 and now on 1st down. Short. And he coughed it up. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the 27, Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Tagovailoa right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Holding, offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he slings one that's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 20.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Gets this one to Hill.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tua going to throw. He is going to find Hill here.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
Oh, nice move.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
What's the deal, y'all?
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here on first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass.
On second down, here's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Burrow on play action. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the big feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
So it's the Bengals who come away with a win. And the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.